It's time to put the kids to work. They've got jobs to do.
Yeah. It's too much of an easy life. Sometimes I think about my kids and I think, gosh, I just do everything for you. Too much. And that's not necessarily... I love doing things for my kids, and actually it's quite often an easy option, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just, you know, you can either nag them 250 times to get them to pack their school bag, or you can do it in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm really bad at just doing
I know,
stuff.
I'm a bit like that in the morning. Yeah.
I'll just pack your bag because it's quick and I don't have to nag you and we don't end up having a fight. But
have they learnt a lesson from that? No, they've just learnt that mummy will be there to skivvy and pick up. And we've all done that.
And
I do it.
It's about responsibility, isn't it? As they're growing up, they need to get more and more responsible. At Rocco's age, I was ironing my shirts for school every Sunday. We used to do that.
Gosh, well done.
Washing my own hair, brushing my own teeth without question. And that is a slightly girly thing. I know, you know, generally, girls, you know, would take more care perhaps over their personal appearance at that age. But yeah, I was brushing my teeth twice a day. I was taking a lot more responsibility than I see my boys take. And is that because I allow that to happen? Is it my fault?
It's so easy to do the easy option, like you said, and just pick up after them. But I'm definitely getting better, because I mean, my kids are younger than Anna's, so we're not quite at the point where they have a massive amount of jobs that are theirs. But, you know, I know at that age, I think at Tilda's age, I did have a hamster, and I did have to do the hamster cleaning cage. Or I had to do it at the weekend. My mum didn't want to do it, so she made, you know, she didn't make me do it. It was my hamster. So therefore, I had to do it. Sometimes she would help me, sometimes she wouldn't. But that was my job and my responsibility. And I am really trying to teach that with Tilda.
Well, I went as far as selling the rabbits on Gumtree because they didn't put the time in. They promised that they were going to put the time in. They beg me daily for a dog. Everyone around us has got a dog. They want a dog. Yeah. And I keep pointing out that when we had rabbits, all they had to do was cuddle them every day. I just got to the point where I was down the garden in the hut every day cuddling the rabbits, because I didn't want them to nip any of the other kids that came. Because kids would come to visit at the weekend and want to get into the run and play with the rabbits, and I knew that they had to be handled every day. So
and you were checking them every night and making sure they were secure, because you were scared of the foxes and the cats getting in.
I hate foxes anyway, but really worried about the foxes. I was just being like, such a, you know, here I am I was like 38, looking like a doofus, standing in the garden.
That's really quite nice therapy for you. But it's not about just about pets, because obviously that's quite a big responsibility. But it's the little things. I'm making sure now Tilda and Ivy will take their bowl into the kitchen. They've got to do that themselves. I'm not going to take their plates from the table anymore. Yes, there's some times when it is like, okay, just quickly get it cleared. Yeah. But they need to do those things for themselves. And Tilda can go and get herself a drink now, rather than the, you know, can I have this? Can I have that? One, where's the please? And you're just barking orders at me. And two, you can do that yourself. And I do think that they need to start picking up their clothes more, putting them in the laundry. I don't necessarily doing the wash, just putting them in the basket. Just picking up after themselves.
There's nothing like getting a dirty pair of pants thrown in your face.
Skiddy pair of kids' pants. Mum! Because they still can't wipe their bottoms properly.
I think something happens as they get older. Rocco suddenly, this year, he's in year 7 at school now, and something just seems to have naturally clicked in. I'm sure school promote it as well, but he is coming home and getting his own homework out.
Really?
And getting on with it. He's leaving his bed tidy in the morning, and it's stuff that I feel like I've barked on and on and on about for years and years and years. And it's as though it's suddenly starting to happen naturally. I'm sure with some kids it's different age to age 11, but he's definitely taking more responsibility for stuff and just he doesn't do it all the time. Sometimes he can be really quite hard work. There are other days when I just do everything for them because it makes it easier for them and easier for me. And if they're tired as well, like Ozzy especially, he's 6, so he's actually a big boy, but he loves to play the baby because he's number 3. And the other boys do babyfy him a bit as well. And it's really easy sometimes to just think, oh, you just need to be little today, and that's fine. I'll wipe your bottom today. That's okay. And I can feel myself doing it. I quite like having a baby. I miss having babies. I'm definitely a good mum of babies and not such a good mum of teenagers. So maybe I'm trying to keep them all young by doing stuff for them. But it's
But it's hard,
not great parenting.
I think it's setting them up for the future. Particularly with boys. Are you setting up some future woman up if you don't teach your boys about doing things around the house or cooking and things? Are you setting that poor woman or man, you never know, to have a husband or partner that doesn't contribute to the house? And that goes for girls too. But I think it's kind of harder,
believe me,
isn't
I know
it,
about
to get
that
boys
one.
to do.
Having been married to a 40-something-year-old who doesn't know which is the washing machine, which is the tumble dryer. But again, it's about disenabling them, isn't it? In the same way that I might have disenabled my husband by doing everything for him and never getting him to do household chores. Why would he know where to put the rinse aid when I always do it?
Yeah.
And it is the same with children. I don't want them to grow up and have a wife or a husband that, doesn't get any help, because I know how exhausting it is not ever having anyone help with household chores. It's it's hard work with 3 kids being on your own. And I do want to raise 3 little boys that can put the rinse aid in, put the bins out,
and make a great roast dinner. Actually, just do something.
Iron their own shirts.
Oh my God, a husband that could cook, that would be heaven. Fred cannot cook. He says now that I will hover in the kitchen, not let him do it either. So maybe I'm an issue there. But he never learned to cook growing up either.
And criticising them as well. It's not great.
Don't do that. But it's the same with the girls. We're getting to an age now where Tilda could have, and Ivy could have, a couple of jobs that are hers. And you read these lists online about appropriate jobs for different kids, and I think it's a great thing that they know that there's just something that they have to do. Tilda should be responsible for putting her school shoes by the front door ready for the next day, so we're not looking for them the next morning because one's been lobbed here and one's been lobbed there. That's a simple, easy, achievable chore.
Going back to what you're saying, it's about making it easy for the kids as well to do chores. Like I've got quite a good laundry system. Where is this conversation going?
It sounds like riveting.
I've got quite a good laundry system, which is, it's like a black basket next to a white basket, and they know that the light colours go in there and the darks go in there, and it makes it really easy for them to get it right. So before I was expecting them just to get it right, but there was no system in place. So I've now come up with
It's about the system.
We've got some systems in place.
I think that's it. That's the basics. Give them some basic chores to do. I think if you do everything for them, they'll just be useless grown-ups. They will. They'll expect everyone to do something for them and expect there to be someone on hand, and they'll be standing around in an office going, well, where's the person that's going to make me a drink? And their boss is going to look at them and go, I'm sorry, what?
That does depend how, what house you're brought up in as well, though, because, if you're not people who wash your own car because you take it to the car cleaners or do your own cleaning because you have a cleaner, obviously that's going to set some standards with your kids as well. If they see someone else coming in to do a chore for you because you can't do it yourself or whatever it is, it's worth explaining, about helping somebody else do stuff and how it's not just their job. If you have got a cleaner, it's important to show the kids that you still do clean. It is important that we all help each other and that they learn that. Otherwise, we're going to grow up and really hideous.
Well, it's the way things look like they're going. I think there's so many articles about these kids that are just, we treat them like prince and princesses, and we're turning them into little assholes.
Yeah, and then you wonder why teenagers go, I want this.
I want. It's not okay. What do you think about it? What chores do you give your kids? Maybe you don't give your kids chores. Maybe you don't believe in it. Put your comments down. Every opinion is a.
Let me know what age I can get those kids on the drive washing my car. Get a ladder up for Ozzy.
Yeah, what kind of chore is too much to ask of your children?
Well, when you've made your own bed, you can come and make mummy's bed and then clean out the bathroom.
Right, we shall see you on the next video from Hey Mummy. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a comment. See you soon.